And the Hoosier State's so prized a possession is the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Indiana's offense will take the first swing of the game. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
Yeah, and I guess Purdue needs to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I know, everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Purdue's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's McCoby. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And Jesse, they didn't pick up any yardage there, but they're trying to stretch this defense across the field.
Yeah, you want to try to get the defense to go east and west, Reese. It's a nice job on offense trying to scheme up a way to do that. Give the defense credit, too. They rallied to it, got that running back on the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO fires quickly to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a gap. It's Hemby. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891. Alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, and you know, both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken bucket.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to... Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hoosiers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Tuggle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi Trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man.
At the 40-yard line. 4th down coming up.
And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Hoosiers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback on the keeper. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Punt is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's McCoby. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We we've reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Jackson.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. With the catch, it's Tuggle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana beats Purdue. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.